Hi, this is Stephen Brower from Mountain Valley Community College. This is for Operating Systems Fall 2017. We're in Web Study right now. There's another video that shows how you get into Web Study. There's another video that shows doing a forum. So the forum video for the introduction forum, the steps apply to the forum that's due the 19th. There was a video on the homework, and that applies to the 19th. And so what's remaining then is the lab. First, real quick, just a reminder, the timeline has a chronology in terms of the semester, and that the class schedule up here is just sort of like a different way of looking at the same information. And so if we look for week 2, it's the intro to operating systems, and then on Tuesday 9/19, what's due is the homework 1 from a different video, the forum chapter 1, which the intro forum applies, the same steps, and then the lab chapter 1. Now, there's going to be 3 different formats for the labs. Labs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 are going to have the same format. So I'm jumping ahead. We're supposed to be talking about the lab 1 for 9/19, but I want to jump ahead to lab 2 to show you that lab 2 has a Word document. And so the idea behind it is just like the homeworks, is that you'll download, and on the download, you're going to change the name. So I'm downloading it into my practice folder. I'll open it in Word. I'll enable editing. And so the homework for the semester is a matter of filling in the blanks. So these labs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 will be the same thing. There's going to be a Word document. You're going to fill in the blanks, except the blanks, you're going to have to do some calculations beforehand. So this is jumping ahead to lab 2. In lab 2, you got some work to do to figure out what to put in these boxes. So those labs, the format in a sense is going to be like the homework. Labs 8, 11, and 13 are going to be of a different format. Whoops, it's lab 9. I need to go lab 8. I went one too far. The lab 8, so what will happen is labs 8, 11, and 13, there'll be a PDF attached. And what you're going to do is you're going to download and open the PDF, and that PDF is going to have instructions on creating a document. So here you're going to follow steps to put things into a Word document. So you're going to create a new one, save it, your last name, lab chapter 8, and then you're going to attach that file. So highlighted here in yellow, attach, and it gives the name of the file to attached. Okay, so recapping, labs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 are like the homework. Labs 8, 11, and 13 will be like this. You download a PDF, follow the instructions, upload a Word document, and then you're good to go. So labs 1, 7, and 16 are different than the rest. And unfortunately, it's one strange way to begin the semester. But if I open the lab 1 for this week, the instructions are straight here. So the instructions here, so you're not downloading something for the instructions, and there's going to be 2 parts for the submission. So one part, you're going to be providing stuff directly in the comments box here, and then you're also going to attach a file. Okay, so what I want you to do in lab 1 is I'm directing you to look at 2 sites that have technical information in terms of news. So one is, and actually just close these other tabs to make it easier on me, one is CNET, and the other one is PCMag. So you may or may not have heard of these before, and so part, in a sense, what I want to do is sort of expose you to both sites. The format of the sites are a little bit different. So one thing on CNET, if I scroll down here are the latest stories at the present moment in time. Now, we're only looking, in terms of this lab, we're looking for articles that are from 8/31 on, so there could be some articles that are trending. It's just sometimes some old news can still trend. On PCMag, if you go to News, All News, and scroll down, then this would be the recent articles that are on PC Mag. So different ways to go in, but what you do is you want to find some articles that pique your interest. Okay, so let me pause for a second. Okay, so let's pretend on PC Mag this is the article that catches your eye. So this is the iPhone 8, what we know, and I just went into that article. The stuff is down here. Then in CNET, let's say the one that catches my eye is about the awesome camera in Galaxy Note 8, and I go and I click on the Galaxy Note 8. So at the present moment, I have each web page open to the article that is of interest. And what I can do is I'm going to click up here in the URL, do a copy. Oh, great, there's an ad I probably should be getting rid of. And so in the comment box here is I'm going to do one URL, the one I just copied, and then I'm going to do 3 to 4 sentence description of why I like this article on the iPhone 8, what we know. And I'll hope if I spell sentence right. The other thing I'll do is I'll take, same thing here. I should cover my butt and say that although the information on these two sites, the PC Mag and the CNET, the news articles are good, the advertising can be a pain in the butt. And that's what I'm running into right now is the advertising. And so I do apologize for that. So let's, assuming that this is an article I like about the camera, let me go and take this one, copy it. I can bring it into the comment box here. So here's the Samsung one, Samsung article, and I can do 3 to 4 sentences on this one. And I'm not actually writing out the sentences, but it's 3 more sentences on what on the article caught your eye as to why it's a good article. So looking at the description here, so in this case, I'm giving you the specific websites to go to. In some of the labs, you have to find websites and then go and get the information. In this lab, I'm not asking for these in MLA format, but in later labs, I will. So in later labs, I will ask you to do the citation as if it was an article. Well, PC Mag is a magazine. And so the title is, this is the title. Here's the date it was published. There's the author. The page numbers are not known, but in other words, it can be cited as an article. The last thing that I'm asking for in terms of this is to attach a PDF. Now, suppose I was writing a paper and I cited both articles in the paper. It would be nice if I can preserve what I'm seeing here so that if for some reason the web page disappears, at least I can say, well, this is what I saw at the time. Now, one thing, I'm in Google Chrome, and one thing that Google Chrome has is that when you print, you actually have the ability to save to PDF. So I'm taking this iPhone 8 article that I have, and I'm going to save that. I'm going to put it in this practice folder, and I'm saving it down. So the idea is if PC Mag removes the link here, the URL, at least what I can do is I can go back and I can open the PDF and say, this is what I saw on the website at that point in time when I read the article. So if you are doing a research paper or research of any kind, if you save the PDFs of the articles you see, then you can produce them if you're challenged. In case someone says, hey, I don't know where you got this information from, you can produce the actual PDF for it. So in terms of this lab, I'm not asking you to attach 2 PDFs. I'm asking you to attach a PDF for one of the articles. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing that, and you're going to love this, is offline, not on during the video, I did that Galaxy 8 article, and it's 20 megs inside, 20 megs in size. Well, I'm on DSL. That's another story for another chapter. I'll go through my setup at home, but basically it stinks. If I was on campus, I would do that. It would be done in 2 seconds. But at home, uploading a 20 meg file is not an option. And so part of the reason why I'm only asking for one is in the hopes that one of the two articles you find will be uploadable. Is that a word? Well, it is now. So now let me go and attach this iPhone 8 one, which is only 500K. And so what I have, now this is still loading, is the comment box here has the URL for each article. Now, I only wrote 3-4 sentences. That's not what I want you to do. I actually want you to write out 3 or 4 sentences on why you find the article is good. I'm only asking that you attach one of the PDFs. And in this case here, the one I have is only 0.5 meg in size, better than the 20 meg that the other one is. And so once you have that, so once you have the comments filled in here and the PDF attached, then you'll click on the Send it to the instructor for grading and then hit Submit. And I'm not going to actually hit the Submit here because web study is, well, weird. So to recap, labs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 are like the homework. Download a Word document, save it under using your name, fill in the blanks, save and close, attach the Word document, boom, and that's the lab. It's just the blanks you're filling in. You're going to have to do some work to figure out what the blanks are. Labs 8, 11, and 13 are based on PDF files, and the PDF files are instructing you what to do. Labs 1, 7, and 16, unfortunately, is the first one. The directions are given here, so you're not downloading a document for the instructions. The instructions are here. You're using the comment box, the assignment text, for putting in some of the information. Now, in this case, you're additionally attaching a PDF file. And so this is why the Lab 1 is a little bit different than the other labs. But the sending to the instructor and then hitting the submit, that process is the same for both homework and labs. So once you, whether you're working on homework or lab, once you get everything loaded that is supposed to be loaded, then you do send it to the instructor for grading and then hit the submit button. Okay, so I got 3 minutes left, so I just want to mention that there's going to be a later assignment where I attach a document on the MLA format, and it would show as an example for a web page then how you would cite the web page. And so for future assignments, other research projects, or some of these labs, you will be providing the citations that you have formally. This particular one, this Lab 1, it's meant to be informal. It's the focus, in a sense, is more on showing you these sites and wrestling with things like the PDF than it is doing a formal research. We'll get to that later. Okay, so I'm doing this on Google Chrome, and Google Chrome was great and went and had this PDF, save as PDF. If you're on an older version of Internet Explorer and you want to do the same thing, now it depends on the operating system you're on and depending on which version of Internet Explorer you have, but some of the older versions of Internet Explorer, you actually will have to download an add-on. So you have to find an add-on for producing PDFs, and then embed that into or install that into the Internet Explorer, and then you'll be able to do the same thing, bring up the article, and then save, either print or save, depending on how the add-on works. But it will require a little work. But Google Chrome doesn't have that work. Okay, so jumping back to the timeline for a second, and we do, once again, a collapse all. So again, this is for the assignments that are due 9/19. A separate video covered the homework. The intro video, the video on the intro forum applies to the forum that's here. And the video that I just did, now I'm trying to cover all 3 types of labs, but what I tried to do was to give some information, enough to help you with Lab 1.